So what is the subject? What are the topics? All those I have cleared. All the four modules plus one additional reading. Okay. So kindly note, this is a scoring subject. All those who have newly joined, kindly note it is a scoring subject. Good evening, Kapil. It is very scoring subject. I'm audible na everyone? Voice is okay na? Everyone audible? No problem na? Type yes in the comment section. Those who are watching on YouTube, you also type yes. Audible na? Yeah. Yeah. Chalo. Good evening, everyone. You all are from retail banking? Means just type R. If you are in retail banking, type retail. Okay. Is somebody in corporate banking or in some other banking, corporate or something in trade finance, or somebody is in some treasury department? All are in retail? Acha. Retail means branch banking. Acha, you are in IT. Acha, IT. Okay. Okay. So yeah, majorly all are from retail only. Majorly. Okay. So what happens? We have seen the retail banking on a daily basis. So this subject, module A and B, not even A, B. B module is easy for you. Because B module is having all the products of retail banking. In module A, it's just an introduction. Module C is marketing. The marketing is okay type, but you have to learn certain basics. Various products are there, product developments, product details are there, 4Ps, 7Ps, all these things are there. Then wealth management is a difficult one. Wealth management is difficult for all. You be in any department, wealth is difficult because there you have to study some important parts which are not there in a daily life, but these are used in the banks nowadays. So wealth is a bit difficult part. And housing is the last part, which I have given in that intro orientation class. Okay. So today we'll be seeing the difference between corporate banking and retail banking. What is the difference between this? So kindly note, we'll be doing this subject again whenever we'll do this topic. We are having a separate topic on corporate banking versus retail banking. So understand the difference between corporate and retail. Corporate means basically what? You give large loans. Large loans means what is the amount of loan you can think in corporate banking? Corporate banking, what are the loans given? Anyone knows what are the loans given in corporate banking? Amount? One sec. Somebody no? Yeah, now okay. Yeah. So in corporate banking, yeah. Sure, corporate banking, the minimum amount of loan, kindly note, minimum amount of loan given in corporate banking officially is minimum amount of corporate banking. Generally 500 crores. Minimum amount of loan in corporate banking, okay, is 500 crores. Okay, yeah. Is the sound okay? Okay, means echoing everyone. Is the sound echo? Is there an echo in the sound? Anyone? No, no. Sound is okay, na? Is it echoing? No. Just check your system, Mausumi. No echo. It's regular for all others. You just check your system. There might be some problem in the system. Log out and log in again. There might be some problem. Okay? Because others are finding it okay. So now, look at this. In corporate banking, kindly note the minimum amount of loan given is 500 crores. I've worked in corporate banking for almost 2.5 years. Yeah, 2008 to 2010 mid, 11 mid. I've worked in corporate banking. Minimum amount of loan we gave was 500 crores minimum. Okay, so such is a huge loan which is given in corporate banking. So what happens? The problem is, I'll tell you, one loan becomes NPA. One loan, your whole bank faces the problem. Imagine one loan of minimum is 500. So generally we used to give around 1,500, 1,500, 2,000 crores loans when I was in DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. So minimum was around 500 and we used to give around 1,200, 1,300 was a common thing. Like we give the vehicle loans now, home loan 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, and like that we used to give 1,500 crores, 2,000 crores. But the problem is, I'll tell you, if one loan becomes NPA, one loan, the whole bank is in trouble. So that's why corporate banking is a bit risky part. If you look at the Basel norms, the Basel norms given for corporate banking, the risk given is 18%. Highest risk is for corporate banking. Whereas retail banking, the risk is the lowest. Why? Because the retail banking, you know what are the loans. Loans are up to, let's say, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 50 lakhs, max to max 1 crore. Max to max. 1 crore loan is, housing loan is a very less thing in our this retail banking. We generally give up to 40, 50. Nowadays, the houses have gone up to, in metro cities, they have gone up to 1 crore or even 4, 5 crores they have gone up to. But generally, the loan levels are around 30 to 40 crores, lakhs. So that's why retail banking, the risk is less. Whereas in corporate banking, risk is huge. Small number of customers in corporate banking, isn't it? You require hardly here. When I was working with the foreign bank, one of the foreign banks, the total number of customers we had, was around 18 to 19. Only that much. Full bank, means full branch of mine had only 18 to 19 customers. But the workload from those 18 customers was so huge that it is more than your daily retail banking. Because they have all types of, these corporate clients, when they come, they come with all types of products. They want your term loan, they want your CC, they want your post-shipment, pre-shipment, finance, export finance, import finance, everything they want. Okay, they want factoring. So the workload is huge in that case. But customers are small numbers. Okay. And in retail banking, it's opposite. Daily every customer will come to you, sir, 300 rupees Q debit kiya. What are your charges? Your bank is looting. Your bank is a fraud. Right? Have you seen all this? How many of you have heard these words from the customer? Your bank is a fraud. ये बैंक ऐसे ही करता है. Charges debit किया. You might be hearing this. Your bank is this, that. You didn't ask us before debiting. I will close my account, but never closes. The customer only says, right? I will close my account. Very bad bank. But he never closes. Why? Because what will that customer? That customer will close your account and go to some other bank. And other bank will also do the same thing. Because after all, no bank can work without your MABs, right? Yeah. Correct? Yeah, that's right. That's the thing. Basic rule, yeah. Such words. I've faced this many times in my life. Means when I was here, I'll tell you my history. I was working with retail banking. Means I started from cooperative bank. Then I went in HDFC Bank. And then I went in Citibank, this US. And then I went in Singapore, DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. I worked in the Indian divisions of theirs then. I never went out for that because I didn't like other countries. Our country is developing country, best country. So, there also, in HDFC Bank also, I was in retail banking. Daily, the insurance pressure, the sales pressure, the mutual fund pressure. We had 37 products. Right now also, if you have friends in HDFC Bank, ask them. They have almost 37 products to sell. Okay? So these words are common to us retail bankers. And you consider here, whenever you hear these words, don't think that they are talking to you. Kindly here, separate yourself from the bank. What happens is, we feel many times very much sorry or dejected, very sad when the customer calls you and just scolds you. This customer, your bank is bad, you are bad, this is that, this is that. He tells you 1,000 things. But kindly remember, kindly separate yourself. You are separate from the bank employee. That customer is talking to the bank employee, not to you. Kindly remember that. If you remember that, only then you can live in the bank. Otherwise, you won't be able to hold the pressure of the banks. Okay? Kindly remember, the customer is talking to the bank employee. Bosses also. You might be hearing many things from your bosses also nowadays. Because everyone is under pressure. Your bosses are also giving you a lot of pressure. Insurance hona hi mangta hai. Why didn't you get this insurance? Kab aayega? KCC kitna aaya? Nowadays much pressure is on that insurance and that KCC. Kitna aaya KCC? Why not KCC? I'll transfer you. I'll do this. Kindly note, be calm. In banking, you have to be very cool, very calm. There is a saying in banking. The saying is that you have to put your ice on your head and sugar on your tongue. These are the two important lines in your banking. Ice on your head, sugar on your tongue. That's a simple rule which you have to follow in banking. Only then you will be able to survive. Otherwise, you won't be able to survive in banking nowadays. Okay? Keep it very simple. At least in retail banking, I am telling you. So that's the basic funda. Okay? So now talking about this retail banking, see this is a foundation class. So I won't be discussing too much in details in the topic because these topics are huge. Whenever I'll start the topic now, I'll go into the details, the exam questions, what is asked in the exam. All those details I'll give you. But today I won't be doing that because what happens otherwise, simply bothering you immediately with the subject. We have a long time now. Your exam is in May, right? So we have a long time. This portion of, I'll tell you, the portion of RBWM is completed hardly means with the speed which I go now. And I give you the exam questions also. I'll give you the exam, many objective questions, some important topics. I'll give you those, this PDFs also. PDFs are also there with me for RBWM. Complete PDFs. I'll give you the handouts, all these. So you can study from that. Exam is not a tension. You'll definitely clear it. That's I'll tell you. But the point over here is, kindly note, today the foundation class, today and tomorrow, I think so 2 foundation classes are there. So here I'll be covering the basics. Okay. So understand this retail banking over here. You have large number of clients and one advantage is there of retail banking. The advantage is NPAs. NPAs are very less in retail banking. Okay. Hardly 1.5 2 months, Lakshmi. Okay. Syllabus will take hardly 1.5 months. If you go on a regular basis, in 1.5 months, your complete portion is completed. And whenever we'll start a class regularly now, I'm having my CIB classes now because CIB exams are there. CIB exams are going on. They are up to, I think so, 18th or 16th, their exams are there. So up to that time, I'll be busy in those CIB classes. After that, we'll go on with the regular batches. Regular means once it starts now, within 1.5 months, everything gets over. Okay, I'll give you the handouts also. So kindly go through the handouts. Paper comes from those handouts and the classes only. Okay. So now, look at this. The advantage of retail banking is basically less NPA. Kindly note. You have very less NPAs in retail banking. Why? Why do we have less NPAs? because the loans are divided. Means what? Here, I'll give you a simple example. Let's say I am having 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So in 1 lakh rupees, look at this figure. In this 1 lakh rupees, look at this. In retail banking, I'll give 10,000 rupees to 10 customers. 10,000 to 10 customers. And in corporate banking, I'll give it to one customer only, full 1 lakh. So now chances of one customer becoming NPA are huge. Whereas 10 customers, all of them becoming NPA are lesser. So that's why what happens, retail banking has lesser number of NPAs. Out of these 10, 2 will become NPA. So what will happen? 80,000 of my loan will be good. 20,000 will be NPA. But here, complete 1 lakh will be NPA. So that's why the advantage of retail banking is NPAs are less. Risk is divided, segregated we call it actually, divided. Okay. Lending is done to small businesses and retail local markets, isn't it? Look at this. Lending is done to small businesses. We give the loans to shopkeepers, small factories, MSMEs. We finance to them, isn't it? So that's why lending to small businesses and retail local clients. Volumes are huge. Look at the volumes, daily volumes also. Large volumes, value, low value transactions, right? The checks are of hardly what? NEFT, RTGS checks, what are those amounts? Hardly 30,000, 40,000, max to max 1 lakh, generally. Generally I'm talking. Some customers do come up with the 10 lakh, 15 lakh also. But majority of the volume is for the low value transactions. That is in retail banking. Whereas in corporate, it's exactly opposite. Liabilities are mostly related to various types of deposit accounts. So mainly we are having the saving current. CASA is the main focus on in the banking nowadays. In your bank, you guys tell me, okay, in your bank, what do you focus on? Do you focus on CASA or do you focus on FD? Yeah, do you focus on CASA or do you focus on FD? You tell me, everyone. CASA means current account, saving account. Current account, saving account. That's called as CASA. CASA is the word used in banking nowadays. All the banks use the same words, CASA. Right? You all focus on CASA. Right? Mainly FD. Okay. Yeah. CASA. See here, I'll tell you one basic logic of banking. Okay? One very basic logic. If any bank, yeah, FD is FD, okay. But your FD rates might be lower then, isn't it? If your FD rates are lower, then you might be focusing on FDs. Otherwise, what happens? Nowadays, all the banks focus on low cost deposits. Low cost deposits, right? What is low cost deposit? CASA is a low cost deposit. Current account, you have 0 interest. Saving account, you have hardly 3.5% interest, isn't it? So these are all low cost deposits. Whereas in FDs, many of the banks are around 6.5, 7%. 7% is the general rate going on. So if you have 7%, then also it's a sort of high cost deposit. Okay. So if any bank is having the CASA deposit up to, I'll tell you, 35%. Any bank having the CASA deposit up to 35% of the overall deposits, then the bank is good. It means what? If you are having, let's say, 100 rupees loans, deposits, out of this 100 rupees, if you are having 35 rupees as CASA minimum, then your bank will work good. Okay, yeah, 7.9. Acha. So, if a bank is having, I'll tell you, this 35% as a savings account, CASA, then your bank will be very good in your minimum. I'm talking minimum. So if your bank is having 35% CASA, your bank will be very good. Minimum. If it's more, it's the best. Many of the private sector banks, means mainly what I know, what I have studied about this HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank has around 70% CASA. 70. Imagine 70% CASA means they are getting 70% of the funds at 0 cost for the loans. So that's why what happens, whenever you have such low cost deposits, you can very well play. You can play very well in loans because after all, loan is a earning segment of the bank, right? In any bank, how do we earn? We earn from the loans and we pay to the depositors, isn't it? Bank will always try to get more loans, right? So that's why liabilities are mostly related to various deposit accounts in retail. Whereas in corporate banking, what are the liabilities? Liabilities can be anything in corporate banking. Okay, liabilities can be over here. Let me see if it's given. No, it's not mentioned. See this, liabilities in corporate banking can be related to your LCs, bank guarantees, your this trading services, means treasury tradings, bonds issued. So these are the liabilities in corporate banking mainly. And in our case, retail banking, we have mainly this saving current FD. These are the liabilities. So kindly remember that this banking is a bit simple one. What are the loans? Loan portfolio is dominated by consumer loans. Now, what is consumer loans? Consumer loans means those loans which are used for consumption purpose. What is consumption purpose? Consumption can be various types. One is this personal loan is also a consumer loan. Nowadays we have this Bajaj Finance. Have you seen this Bajaj Finance? You go to any, you want to purchase any television, any fridge, or anything you want to purchase, electronic good, any electronic good. You go to that shop. You will see one Bajaj Finance person sitting there. Always you will see. Loans are given by this Bajaj Finance only, mainly. It has dominated the market of consumer finance. Means it's white good finance, we call it white good. So loan portfolio is mainly, it mainly consists of consumer loans. It means it includes housing loan also. Housing loan is a dominant player in this retail banking. Dominant player. Why? Because in housing loan, kindly remember, we have the lowest amount of risk. If I have a house of 100 rupees, we generally give the loan of around 80 rupees, isn't it? 80, 85. So 15% is still the value which we have. And the value of the house generally goes on increasing. It doesn't decrease. So that's why if I give a loan of 1 lakh rupees to any customer on housing, then the house value will go on increasing. Tomorrow if it becomes NPA, then I can immediately sell the house. And house is nowadays immediately sellable. So that's why what happens, retail banking is a most sought banking. Most sought means all the banks focus on retail banking, if you see. All the banks. They focus mainly on retail banking. Why? Because the margins are huge. What do you mean by margins? So this margins means NII, we call it. NII is called as a margin. What is NII? NII means the average interest which I earn from the loans versus average interest which I give on the deposits. That is my NII. Understand? There is a difference between NII and NIM. We'll see this in chapter number 3, branch profitability. We'll see it when 3 or 4 it is. Chapter number 4, I think so. Branch profitability. In that we have all this NII, NIM, ROE, return on equity, ROC, return on capital, various ratios we have. So there we'll see all this. Today I won't go into that. Just I am giving you the idea NII or spread we call it. The other word is spread. You might be hearing this word many times. Spread. Spread means what? What is our spread? Spread means average interest which you have earned from the loans versus average interest which you pay to the depositors. So that's why always try to reduce the deposit interest. Go more for CASA, less for FD. Okay? Again, this retail banking is another important part. It is dominated nowadays by TPP, third party. How many of you have pressures for TPP nowadays? TPP means what? Okay, first you tell me what is the meaning of TPP. Everyone, TPP. Yes, everyone tell me, what is the meaning of TPP? TPP in banking. Have you heard of this word? TPP? In banking. No? Third party products. Here, those who have not heard, it is called as third party products. What do you mean by third party products? Third party products means all the products which are not of banking. Not of banking means what? Which are the banking products? See this, banking products are basically in deposits. We have three banking products. One is your saving, current, FD. These are the three banking products for deposits. And for loans, we have various types of loans. Housing loan, this car loan, two-wheeler loan, everything. Now TPP means which are not of the bank. Means what? You can call it insurance. Insurance, you sell it as an agent. So you get agency commission in this. Agency. Okay? So tomorrow if something happens to that client who has taken the insurance, nothing happens to you. You are just an agent. What have you done? You have taken that policy from some other company and given it to that client. You are earning commission on that. So that's why insurance is a major TPP product. Do you know how much income does your bank get on one premium, insurance premium? How much income does your bank get on one insurance? Let's say you take an insurance premium from me. Tomorrow I make an insurance with you. And you take a premium of, let's say, 10,000. First premium of 10,000. How much is the earning to your bank in that 10,000? How much will your bank earn in this? Anyone knows? Commission? What is the percentage of commission in insurance? Correct. Who's this? Srinivas. 35%. Huge commission. It goes up to 40 also. It starts from 28% and it goes up to 40%. Depending on company and the bank. Depending on the volume. How much business you give, the company, insurance company changes the commission. Imagine out of 10,000 rupees, your bank is getting 3,500 as a net income. Net income means you don't have to put any Basel norms on this. No Basel norms. No RBI reporting. Nothing. No liability. Zero liability business. So that's why all the banks are putting the pressure on the employees. Nowadays, do you have the pressure on insurance? How many of you have the pressure on insurance? Means how many of your managers do call you daily? इंश्योरेंस हुआ कि नहीं, कितना हुआ, ये बताओ, वो बताओ, लाइफ कितना हुआ, जनरल कितना हुआ? How many of you have this pressure on insurance? Specifically on insurance I am talking. Yes? Insurance. How many of you have the pressure? Daily, weekly, some con call going on, every week con call. Is it there? Or that manager taking the meeting on insurance? Do you have anything like this? Right? Not yet. Only life rewards and campaigns announced. Acha. Life, sir. Yeah, life insurance only. Correct. Life insurance. Those who are not having, okay, those who are not having the pressure, So kindly note, you will get it. Okay. Those who are not having the pressure of insurance, kindly note, you will get it. Because there is no escape to this. Okay. Because in this competitive age, today's competitive world with the banking, you have to focus on your core banking income as well as your third party products. Okay, this is called as ancillary banking, ancillary services. So you have to focus on your core services and ancillary services. So everyone will get this. Nobody, there is no escape to anyone. Kindly note. You will all get this. Insurance is a basic product nowadays in banking. Many of the, at least you all are might be in the nationalized banks or at least RRBs. Okay, nationalized RRBs or some cooperative bank. Some of you might be in cooperative also. So anything. If you go in any private bank, go in any private bank or ask your any friend in private bank. What are they focusing on? They'll be focusing mainly on insurance. All of them. Because of this only, this 35% commission. All the banks want 35% income. Okay, so you all guys should be gearing up for this. In fact, IRDA exam is compulsory required over here. So the portfolio over here in retail banking is mainly consist of mainly this insurance, third party products, insurance, sometimes mutual fund. Mutual fund is hardly giving you anything now, 1% commission. So they don't focus on mutual funds. Then we focus on these cards, debit cards, high value cards. Here, cards are also 2-3 types. There are certain cards which are basic cards given to all these Jan Dhan accounts also. Right? You have these Jan Dhan accounts, you give this RuPay card to them. So given to them also. But there are certain platinum cards. Platinum cards are also focus. Mainly in credit card business. Credit card is also good income for the banks. Very good income. Credit card business should be done by each and every bank. Kindly note. But that's also good business. Credit card, insurance, then your vehicle loans, car loans. Car loans is one of the best income for the banks. Car loans, home loans. These are the best incomes for the banks. And deposit price you should always be lower. Means mainly focus on CASA. Nowadays, do you have pressure on the family accounts? Family means what? In SBI, we have this Rishte account, Rishte. In BOB, we have some other name, I think so. I know this name. But in SBI, I definitely know Rishte account. In HDFC Bank, it was family account. Means what is this? It's a group of family business, family persons. 4 to 5 persons come together and they open individual accounts with the bank and group them. This is one of the best concepts. And because of this, cross-selling happens. Cross-selling is an important part in banking nowadays. Cross-selling in retail banking. What is cross-selling? Cross-selling means any customer who is having the normal savings account with you, you should try to sell insurance, you should try to sell home loan, car loan, personal loan, okay, to the same person. It is always observed that selling to a same person, okay, selling to a same person is 6 times cheaper. Selling to a same person is 6 times cheaper than selling to a new customer. So 6 times more energy is required for a new customer. New. So that's why it's better to sell to the existing customer. Okay. So you see, all of you might be having this cross-selling targets. Do you get the list from the bank? Some list is given in some system that call these customers. Call them. Do you get a list of this for calling? Call these customers. Do you get a list? Anyone? So such list, how many of you have this list? Calling we call it. We call it CCM. Or CRM we call it. Customer Relationship Management. This CRM is a software in the banks. CRM, CCM. You have the softwares. And you have the topic also. In RBWM, you have a separate topic called as CRM. There we'll be studying all these things. CRM is mainly for HNI clients. HNI. So that I've told you earlier, I think so, 80-20 principle. 80% of the business comes from 20% of the customers. Kindly note. In any bank, 80% of the business, 80% comes from only 20% customers. These are HNI clients. So we have to focus on them. So retail banking, this CRM is very important. Customer relationship management. You must focus on that client very much so that you have to cross sell. How many of you get the list? Yeah. Do you get the list of the customers? To calling list. Do you get the list of the customers? Calling. Yes, no? Acha, yeah. Acha, which bank? Yours, Srinivas? Because you are having all the things. Yeah. Will take. Acha, sub staff is taking care of that. Acha, is it that? Acha. No, actually, mainly in many of the banks nowadays, sub staff is not given this job. Okay, it is to be done by the employees because sub staff doesn't know. Acha, you are in this. Okay, so very progressive bank in that case. So one thing you note, sub staff shouldn't be given this job of calling the customers. It should be done by the staff, main staff. Then only CRM can happen. Okay. So see this, calling the customers is an important part. In every employee is given around 10, 15, 100 clients. Okay. That's a no time. Yeah. That is a problem in time. Right. Time is always a problem in banking. Yeah. So, but see, things are going to change now in banking because nowadays we have new technology coming in. What is the new technology? See, this new technology over here, nowadays what you will be facing. You all are around in the age of 30, 35, age group of 35 roughly. So you have roughly around how many years? 35, 45, 55, almost 20, 23, 24 years in the banking. So in these years, I'll tell you, you will be seeing the AI, artificial intelligence coming into the banks. Huge AI. Okay, AI will swipe the banking now in coming years. Second, you will be seeing is blockchain technology, hugely coming in. You are having this chapter also. Huh? This chapter is there for your studies. So you will be seeing this blockchain and AI sweeping the banking system. Sweeping. It's going to sweep hugely. Because what happens, today is a competitive age. Here, very huge competitive age. Everyone wants to reduce the cost, cut the cost. Okay? So cutting the cost, you have to use this AI and this. And for that, you need to gear up. For that, you need to clear your JAIIB and CIB. See here, always remember, in future, in next 10 years, bank will require only those employees who are having JAIIB and CIB. At least JAIIB, not CIB. At least JAIIB you should have. Then only you can stay in the branch. And if you want to go into the head office at the senior level, you will strictly require CIB. Strictly. Without this, you can't go ahead after next 5-10 years only. Okay? Because why? Bank requires now knowledge bankers. Knowledge. It's not that you come there, sit there, put a stamp, daily stamping, thappa mara, ghar gaye. Cash clearing transfer. And many of the bankers know this much only. Cash clearing transfer. And some of them loans, account openings. That's it. Bank is over. It's not that. Bank has changed nowadays. Bank is not the same which was there earlier. Okay? So things are changing in the banking. Now let me ask you the questions. Among the following, in which of the following account interest rate depends on the period of deposit, and these are offered with the facility of getting monthly, quarterly interest as well as deposits with a cumulative interest at the end of the deposit period? Look at this question properly. Very simple answer. Which of the accounts have the facility of monthly, quarterly or interest, or at the end also cumulative interest at the end. Saving, current, term and combination. Which of them has this? Answer is C. Very good. Answer is C. Okay. So term deposit. Okay, term deposit. Got it? What is the combination deposit? Anyone knows what is the combination deposit? Has anyone heard about this? Combination deposit. Combination. Okay, I'll explain you. Combination not now. In the next question, I'll explain you. We have another question. So there I'll explain you. Okay? Combination. So the answer over here is term deposit. What is the second? See this. Among the below given, which of the following gives the benefit of both term deposit as well as saving and current deposit? Combination. See this. Which of them gives you the advantage of? Yes, correct. Who's this? Karthik. Sweep facility. Correct, Eunice. Okay? Sweep facility. Very good. So now second. Yeah. Correct, Srinivas. So here what is the answer? In both term, it gives you the benefit of term as well as saving and current. So kindly note, it is combination deposit. So what is combination deposit? Let's focus on this. See this. There are two types of combinations. Okay, one is sweep in, second is sweep out. In and out. Sweep in, sweep out. Okay. Whenever the balance comes in savings account, it's called a sweep in. Means what? Suppose if I am having the FD of 2 lakhs with you, and tomorrow there is a check which comes for clearance. There is a FD of 2 lakhs. There is a check in my savings account which has come for clearance 10, and I don't have balance. See this, balance is 10,000 and the check is of 20,000. Okay, balance is 10,000, check is of 20,000. So now what happens? This 2 lakh FD is there. In that case, what happens? This FD gets broken. FD will be broken and my check will be passed. So this FD gets broken and it is transferred to the savings account. Okay. So what happens because of this? My check gets passed. That is called a sweep in. Now there are various types of sweep ins. Sweep in can be, I'll break the entire 2 lakh FD and bring the entire amount to the savings account. Or second option is how much is required? 20,000. I'll break out of this 2 lakh, only 20,000, bring it to the savings account and remaining 1,80,000. Again new FD will be booked. Automatically. No human being. Automatically. This is called a sweep in. What is sweep out? Sweep out is reverse. Sweep out means if I am having savings account 1 lakh deposit constantly, constant 1 lakh deposit for whatever period I am keeping. Now what is the minimum balance? MAB. Your MAB is, let's say, 10,000. Your MAB is 10,000. So if your MAB is 10,000, why should I keep 1 lakh? So what happens? In this case, the savings account amount 90,000 gets transferred to FD. So here I'll be earning higher interest in FD, whereas in savings I was earning only 3.5. If I'm having the same thing with current, then what? Current I'm earning 0% and in FD I'll be earning at least 5-6%. Right? Yeah. Karthik, it's on LIFO basis. LIFO, kindly understand. Suppose if you want to break that FD, it's always on LIFO basis, not on FIFO. Last FD is always broken first in your sweep in account. Okay? So last FD is always broken first. Got it? First FD is never broken. Got it? Yeah, LIFO. Correct. Chalo, so this was the foundation first basic class. Tomorrow also I think so we are having the foundation class. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be doing some other topic. Basics. Again basics only. Tomorrow also I'll be covering the basics. Broker means this brokerage. Like we have the property broker. Similarly you act as a broker. Insurance broker. Okay. Yeah. Will close or what? Means what? Will close broker. Broker means bank acts as a broker in insurance. Okay, Lakshmi? Bank acts as a broker. So tomorrow also we'll be covering some basics, okay, but very important basics. I generally cover the important parts also in this foundation also. So you'll be getting the overall idea of banking, okay, and then we'll be starting the regular course afterwards, okay. Broken means closing, correct Lakshmi. Broken means closing. FD gets closed. Now those who have not joined the batches as of now, okay, those who have not joined, those who have joined, it's okay. You can join it using this Adda 24/7 app. Kindly note on YouTube. Okay, those who are on YouTube watching, some of you might be watching on YouTube now. Click on JAIIB and CIB. Okay, then one sec. Click on this JAIIB and CIB. Then click on JAIIB May 25. JAIIB May 25. You'll see all these batches. See this increment batch. Join this English increment batch. English, because I'm teaching in English only. English. Ebooks, test series, online live classes. Okay. Then expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos, everything you are getting. At what cost? Look at the cost. Click on buy now. Put this code Y432. Y432. Remember this code. Y432 is the best code where you will get the highest discount. Click on apply. See this 80% discount. 80% plus 1%. 1% through the app. If you purchase through the app, you will be getting 81%. So don't lose this opportunity. Join it ASAP. Also, those who have joined the regular batches now, many of you might have joined. I have joined the batch. So you can join the Mahapack also. Mahapack gives you 15 plus batches per subject. See, there are various Mahapacks. You can those who have joined the batches, you also, you can purchase the Mahapack also. Upgrade this. You can upgrade it. From JAIIB, you can go to JAIIB Mahapack or JAIIB CIB Mahapack. That is also good one. You can use this Mahapack for JAIIB also and CIB also. Double validity offer is going on. If you purchase it for 12 months, you will get it for 24 months. 12 to the 24, double. Plus discount of 81% is already there. This 81%, never forget this code. Code is Y432. Okay. This only will give you this 81% off. But purchase through the app. So definitely go for it, everyone. Okay. And tomorrow we'll meet again. Okay. Tomorrow will be the last foundation class. Then we'll be starting with the regular course. Okay. Bye everyone. Hope so you have enjoyed it. Okay. So bye everyone.